Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we are digging into some really fascinating data from Forbes. We're going to answer a question I think a lot of us have probably wondered about at some point. What's the most common way to make it into the 3 comma club? You know, if you had to place a bet on just one industry that churns out the most billionaires, which one would you pick? Now, I know what you're probably thinking. It's got to be tech, right? I mean, creating the next big social media platform or some kind of AI game changer, that seems like the modern-day gold rush. And look, tech is an absolute powerhouse, for sure. But, and this might surprise you, it is not the number one answer. The data actually tells a very different story. So, what we're going to do is count down the top 10 industries that have minted the most billionaires. We'll start at number 10 and work our way all the way to that coveted number 1 spot. Let's get right into it.
Kicking off our list, coming in at number 10, is the energy sector. I mean, this is literally the engine of the global economy, right? Everything from oil and gas to all the new renewables.
So, this industry is home to 98 billionaires, which makes up about 4% of the entire list. And the wealthiest person among them? That be the oil tycoon Harold Hamm and his family. Okay, sliding into the number 9 spot, we've got an industry that basically shapes our culture and pretty much everything we talk about, media and entertainment. This sector has 104 billionaires, so it also accounts for about 4% of the list. And the biggest name here, of course, is Rupert Murdoch and his family, the powerhouse behind the global media giant News Corp. All right, at number 8, we have a classic path to wealth. I mean, this one's as old as cities themselves, real estate. And whoa, check out this jump. Real estate accounts for 190 billionaires. That's 7% of the total. The richest property tycoon on the list is Hong Kong's Li Shaoqi, who's been a massive player in that city's development. Coming in hot at number 7 is a sector that touches all of our lives, one way or another. From pharmaceuticals to hospitals, it's healthcare. Healthcare has created 197 billionaires, just barely edging out real estate. The wealthiest person in this field is Dilip Shanghvi, who founded India's most valuable publicly traded pharmaceutical company, Sun Pharmaceutical Industries. And rounding out the first half of our countdown, at number 6, we have a really interesting category called diversified. So what does that mean? Well, this basically refers to people who run these huge conglomerates with interests across a ton of different sectors. Think petrochemicals, telecom, retail, all under one gigantic roof. This category boasts 201 billionaires, and it's led by India's Mukesh Ambani, whose fortune is, well, it's a staggering $116 billion.
Okay, we've cracked the top 10. Now we are entering the big leagues. These next 5 industries are the true giants when it comes to creating billionaire wealth. The concentration of money here is just immense.
So here they are, our final 5 contenders: food and beverage, fashion and retail, manufacturing, technology, and finance and investments. But in what order? Let's find out. Kicking off our top 5, at number 5 is an industry that we all rely on, literally every single day: food and beverage. This sector has produced 210 billionaires. And you know what's wild? The richest person here didn't make his fortune in some fancy cuisine or global snack brand. He made it in bottled water. Zhong Shanshan is the chairman of Nongfu Spring, a giant in China's beverage market. At number 4, we step into the dazzling world of fashion and retail. We're talking everything from fast fashion to the highest end of luxury goods. This is a massive wealth generator. Now get this. This is a really fascinating detail. While this industry is only 4th in the number of billionaires it has, with 285, it's also home to the single richest person on the entire planet, Bernard Arnault, the chairman of the luxury goods empire LVMH.
And here we are, the top 3. It's a battle between manufacturing, technology, and finance and investments. Remember how we challenged the idea that tech was number 1 at the start? Well, let's see exactly where it landed. It's time to look at the numbers, side by side.
And there you have it. This chart just lays it all out, doesn't it? Manufacturing comes in at a very strong 3rd, with 328 billionaires. Technology, it takes the number 2 spot, with 342. But way out in front, with a really significant lead, is finance and investments. That's right, with 427 billionaires, nearly 1 in every 6 billionaires on Earth made their money in finance and investments. From hedge funds and private equity to good old-fashioned banking, managing money is, by the numbers, the most common way to make a 10-figure fortune. As the Forbes report puts it so perfectly, it sure does help. And the richest person in this number 1 category is someone I'm pretty sure you've heard of,
the Oracle of Omaha himself, Warren Buffett. His company, Berkshire Hathaway, is just a testament to the sheer power of smart investing.
But wait, hold on, because the story isn't quite over yet. It turns out, having the most billionaires doesn't automatically mean having the most money. There's one last really surprising twist when we look at the total wealth piled up in each sector.
And here it is, the big reveal. Check this out. While finance has more billionaires, 427 of them, their total collective wealth is $2.17 trillion. Now look at tech. It has fewer billionaires, 342, but their collective net worth is $2.6 trillion. So, finance creates more billionaires, but the tech industry actually creates more total wealth. That is an incredible distinction.
So that leaves us with a final question to chew on. What does this ranking really tell us about what our global economy values the most? Is it about managing capital, or is it about creating brand new technology? Is it building physical things, or is it shaping culture? It's definitely something to think about. Thanks so much for watching.